Yeah, it's that time again. WWE released a bunch of wrestlers due to budget cuts.
People power!
And I don't remember feeling this sorry for the WWE. I mean, so many releases due to budget cuts in just 1 year. I actually feel so sorry. I set up a GoFundMe account where you can actually donate $1 or $2 to the WWE because I think they're struggling. I mean, you may think that WWE is earning a lot of money, but that's not true at all. I mean, in 2020, they only earned $974.2 million. Ew. I don't know about you guys, I don't have much, but I'm gonna invest every single euro I have into WWE merchandise to make sure that my favorite company is doing well. Now we actually got quite a few big releases such as Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, and Nia Jax. Even Eva Marie, which was a shock. And as you guys know, most of the time when you see the list of the names, you just can't come up with a logical explanation. Like, why would you release Keith Lee? The thing is, we actually don't know the backstage details, so it's kinda hard to, come up with any reasons. I mean, the rumor going around is that Bray Wyatt was difficult to work with, aka no Vince McMahon, I don't wanna be Alexa's cuck. And when it comes to Keith Lee, it turns out it's kinda the same. It's been said that he has attitude issues. And let's pretend it's true. Okay. I kinda get it. I mean, he's so liked by the WWE fans, like you can't even say that, well, this guy couldn't get over, he's talented, he's great, but he's not over. That's not the case at all. People love Keith Lee. And now, he knows he has so much support from the WWE universe.
Why would you say that?
And, they're like, no, you're not gonna be Keith Lee. You're gonna turn heel, we're gonna change your name, your music, your attire, everything. And the guy was probably like, but they love me. They're okay with me. I was doing just fine. People love that shit. And Vince was probably like, oh, he's not a team player. Bearcat your way to the indies. So, I hate talking about this all the time, but he's gonna be a huge signing for AEW, and I believe they're gonna find a good spot for the guy because he's really talented and he was unique. I mean, how can you fuck this up? The match between Brock Lesnar and Keith Lee was teased, which would be awesome. Match between Keith Lee and Roman Reigns would be awesome, which was also teased. He already seemed like a star. Brock Lesnar called him Big Boy. From that moment on, it seemed like his future is set. Turns out, it was not. Karrion Kross and Scarlett got released. Again, it's not his fault. In NXT, he was awesome. On the main roster, you give him a sex toy hat, helmet, whatever, you give him suspenders. Like, you wanted this guy to fail. I can't believe this was an actual idea. Yeah, that's badass right here. That's badass. Like, if I would see that guy, I wouldn't be scared of him. I would just ask, does it hurt when you know? Sure, in this case, you can say he didn't get over, but it's really WWE's fault. Nia Jax. Okay, what can I say about Nia Jax? We have history. That's for sure. It's very well documented on this channel. Am I happy that she's being released? No, not necessarily. Does she deserve to be fired? I don't know. I have no idea. Apparently she was supposed to come back, but she wanted more time off because of, mental health issues. And they said, well, you're released, which is a dick move. That's the worst part. Like, if that's true, that is the worst part. Anything else, I mean, she wasn't that good. So, I don't know. I mean, when you're looking at other talent, does it make sense that Nia Jax also got released? Maybe, but is it the right way to look at it? Probably not. Eva Marie got released. I mean, you asked for it, I guess. And also a bunch of more names. The biggest loss, in my opinion, is Ember Moon. At one point she seemed like she could be the future of the women's division, to me at least. But once she came to the main roster, just WWE, didn't capitalize on her momentum, and it all turned to shit. And then she, I think, came back to NXT, and I haven't heard about her since. So that's a shame. And now She's not gonna be in the WWE, but that's a big gain for AEW if you ask me. And I mean, it happens everywhere. I do realize that WWE don't owe these superstars pretty much anything. They made them popular, so it kinda does make sense, but at the end of the day, you can't really, sympathize with the WWE because they're f***ing rich. The reason budget cuts just sounds mind-blowing. You just had a Saudi show. They're paying Goldberg $2 million for a match at Crown Jewel. I don't think that's how much Keith Lee earned in a year. I've said this a million times, but to me it just feels like WWE don't care about the company anymore. They're ready to sell, and there's no actual passion, to making great content, actually producing great shows. It's all about the money and, eventually just selling the company. That's it. There's no passion. The roster, for me at least, from the way I'm looking at it, it doesn't feel like family anymore. It's just a product. And I'm not trying to lick Tony Khan's left testicle, but it feels like it's the complete opposite in AEW. So yeah, people, that sucks. And trust me, more to come.